Okay, holy moly. So it has been a while. But at the same time, I also feel like that's how every really great stream starts, or I'd like to hope so anyways. Obviously, I hate going this long in between streams. It can be difficult to follow along, truly with the story. Just I was working some long weekends at work, and then a lot of times when I had the opportunity to play, I ended up just playing some titles that I'm doing on my own, kind of on the side. And I know sometimes I can be a hermit. I'll be the first one to call it out, but I'm sure that we can all kind of relate to that. And the most important thing here is I'm back, and we are somewhere in the middle of Uncharted 4. In particular, we are Chapter 15, The Thieves of Libertalia. We've made it to Libertalia. I believe I'm with Sam right now. We know Elena is pissed at us. We sent Sully after her to try and keep track of her. She came to meet us here after she figured out that this is where we actually are, and not doing something for our work in Malaysia. We're hot on the trail of this supposed $400 million treasure. We've discovered a lot of things about Libertalia and the society that supposedly once existed here, and we're just kind of going deeper. I think this is the treasury that we are that we made our way towards here.
Thief. Where the hell did it all go?
Yeah, this is definitely the treasury, which was kind of our objective last time, what we were working towards.
Thief.
Another painting. Another vandal. Another sign of vandalism, reading thief. Ooh, we've got some dead bodies from a very long time ago. This was our next best guess as to where the fortune might be. This is where all of the clues have kind of culminated so far, so there's another chest over here.
Found something. Oh, I'm amazed this letter's still intact.
Section G, Shelf B, contents as accounted for by R. Taylor. Picture, jeweled dagger. You can see that kind of top left there. Founder Al Abbaswa claims this bejeweled dagger belonged to Emperor, oh boy, Aurangzeb himself. If so, its worth is immeasurable. And we have the pearl elephant, middle right. A magnificent little specimen painted in deep indigo with a pearl saddle. Tempted to slip it into my own pocket. Picture, jade vase. The details in this sculpted vase are exquisite. The Muggles have not Muggles. I'm sorry, Jesus. Isn't that what they're called in Harry Potter? Muggles, yes, like the non-magical folk. That's what that says though. The Muggles. We're going with Muggles on this one. The Muggles have a knack for working with jade. founder Al Basra tells me their empire has entire workshops dedicated to the manufacture of such items. Again, I'm you're not fully caught up on everything going on currently. I don't think it's going to take long for me to warm up here. And be able to be a little bit more insightful. And again, I apologize with the time gap between streams here, but we'll get by. This particular letter, so obviously this is a treasury. Clearly items of value were kept here, potentially in addition to large funds. These things are not necessarily here now. This particular letter is just outlining what the contents of Section G, Shelf B were of the Treasury as accounted for by this R. Taylor person. The name Al Basra, so there's a jewel dagger, a pearl elephant, and a jade vase that would have been on this particular shelf. But interestingly, we can see in the thoughts of the person that accounted for the items, R. Taylor, with the pearl elephant, tempted to slip it into my own pocket. So it becomes a very personal kind of insight. And the name Al Basra comes up multiple times in this letter. I know this is where I'm not entirely clued into everything again just yet. We'll add that to our journal so we can go back to that if necessary. But I feel like we have heard the name Al Basra before somewhere. It's on the tip of my tongue.
Nathan, over here.
Sully's calling us in that direction.
Fancy clothes. Kind of uniform. You were a guard here, weren't you? Nice job.
Ultimately, the powers that be here in Libertalia, the guards, the people running the place, were overthrown. By whom? Was it the civilians? The pirates? Were they conquered by somebody? Who? I'm still a little bit unclear about that either, but there was a clear slaughtering that occurred here. I'm sure the population here wasn't very large to
Captain
begin
Avery. You've certainly seen better days.
with. Or maybe it was. That is a statue of Avery, I guess? Not a good time to lose your head. Yeah, it looks like that would be a statue of Henry Avery that has toppled over here in the treasury. Obviously, Libertalia, once again, sort of built by these 12 pirates who brought sort of immeasurable wealth and I suppose tried to build this perfect paradise society. Keeping in mind here we have to go rendezvous with Sully. A couple more things I want to check out.
Zilch.
Did I see something over here too? No. Perhaps the powers that be were abusing the powers. I'm kind of interested to see where
Nathan,
this
check it
goes.
out.
It's kind of a cool plot.
What do you got?
The battalion money.
Says Avery sigil on it. Must have melted down like gold. Minted his own currency.
So based on that, all the manifests on the shelves, the treasure was here.
Yeah. Leaves the bigger question. Where is it now?
Okay, so we know that there was fighting outside.
Yeah. And inside?
What, do you think the colonists stole it?
No. I think they were trying to reclaim what was theirs. Look. There's Avery. 2. Founders of Libertalia. All marked with the word thief. Not murderer, not tyrant.
Thief. So by the time the colonists busted in here, treasure was already gone.
Yeah, because these guys had already taken it for themselves. Pirates will be pirates, right?
Pirates will be pirates. Huh. I know where they moved it.
What? Where? It's a map.
Yeah, right there. That's our treasury.
It's a map of Libertalia.
Right, so follow it to the other side of the island and look. Right there.
New Devon. Avery was from Devon, England.
He sure was. Man, those are some seriously large mansions.
Each of them has its own sigil, too.
Because that's where they lived.
You say we climb that watchtower, huh? Get our bearings.
New Devon, here we come.
Pick up a new journal entry here.
Now, how do we get up there?
New Devon. So this is a place just kind of on the other side of the island of Libertalia. Again, kind of off of the coast of Madagascar, Africa. So it's really out here in the middle of nowhere. Really would not be disturbed by
I got an idea. You give me a hand with
anybody.
Okay.
So, anyways, the other side of the island is this New Devon place, and I guess this is where the pirates themselves lived. But there were other colonists that lived sort of in we saw some like more residential type buildings when we were making our way through Libertalia, sort of in the last stream as we were making our way to the treasury. Colonists would have lived here. I guess there was a large amount of treasure stored here in the treasury. You know, that's proven by that document that we found. We found that document that said, like, this is what was on the shelf. That's proof. That's actual documentation that treasure, potentially very valuable treasure, was once stored in this very treasure. It's exactly what we're looking for. We are looking for this treasure. It's no longer here, though. And so then we sort of had the question, well, how could it not be here? So Nate, kind of putting 2 and 2 together, figured out, you know, we mentioned how thief is written on all of these large paintings. There's a painting for each of the pirates that partook in this Libertalia. They're all marked with thief. So the belief is that the colonists likely attacked the treasury, trying to take back what was theirs. But these are things that maybe were taken from them in the first place unfairly. You know, to maybe, oh, it'll profit the town or whatever. But the pirates had already taken the treasure. It was long gone, and so it just became like a massacre here, and they just, you know, ransacked everything. Absolutely everything. And I mean, you know, he also found that coin, so they obviously had their own currency here. They were really going for their own highly sophisticated society here. Very interesting. Thank God for this Find Ally feature. It's been a lifesaver for me.
Okay, ready? Okay, that's step 1. Step 2.
Raise the chandelier. Good idea.
Sound surprised.
Just take the compliment.
Thank you. All right. Now the place is looking classy.
Let's get up there.
When the colonists would have come here, they would have likely come to the treasury quite violently. Obviously, tensions had would have been at a breaking point. In Libertalia by that point already. The guards would have retaliated, trying to protect the treasury, and, you know, hence the clear slaughter. The dozens of bodies sort of littering the treasury now. I thought I could get to the chandelier here from an angle, but I can't. So if Nate and Sam are right, if this treasure, isn't that so cool? You can see the dust, how the dust has collected on top of these shelves, and how Nate's footprints are disturbing the settled dust. Again, love the attention to detail. Okay, we can get the grappling hook up here. So if Nate and Sam are correct, and the treasure has been moved to New Devon, where these pirates are, or did reside, that's where we need to go. We're going to make our way up to this watchtower, though, just across from us here. To try and just get our bearings. I'm not sure exactly what.
You can swing to that other chain.
Oh, way over there?
Oh, nice one, Tarzan.
And now we're a genius. Can I swing to like the edge of that painting and grab on? Looks like I can. I'll have to maybe try and get down a little lower here. Nate's also right. I mean, that would totally make sense. It would explain a lot of things, and, you know, kind of how the town met its fate. These are pirates we're talking about, after all. So if they developed this society, sort of stole from, you know, these colonists.
Sorry,
Baldridge.
what?
You're stepping on Baldridge.
Oh, so I am.
You know, had them settle here.
Pardon me.
Took, you know, some of their most valuable items under some sort of facade, and then ended up basically robbing them in return and leaving them with nothing but being stranded and ultimately slaughtered and left to die on this remote island. So not a great outcome, but yeah, like you said, they're pirates. This is like, what else would you expect from a pirate? These are not high-class politicians developing this place.
Hey, you coming, Sam?
Right behind you.
All right. Up we go.
I'm really shocked the stairs are intact.
Hey. Don't jinx us.
Stairs are not intact at the bottom. Just wanted to check. I know that we have to go up. Again, we're just trying to get our bearings here. We are obviously unfamiliar with the Libertalia area.
Spoke too soon.
Like I said.
Stairs break here. We'll have to find an alternative way up. Thanks, Sam, for jinxing it. They're highlighting that up there. I believe that's what was highlighted there.
Seeing this tower?
Sure am.
Some absolutely mind-blowing views all around, though. No doubt they chose a great place to develop this place. What's our game plan from here, Sammy boy? Oh. Interesting.
You Sam?
Yeah.
All right, just making sure you haven't plummeted to your death.
Haha. Just about there.
He sure is excited.
Hey, can you get me up there?
You bet. Come on, ready?
Ready. Okay. All right, I found something. Stand back. Here you go.
Bit close for comfort there, Sam. That makes me question your intentions here. Okay, so it is pretty crazy that much of the architecture, like this watchtower, is still so intact all these years later.
Oh. Quite the crow's nest, huh?
There it is. Just on the other side of the river.
Now, what do you say we go? Rob from the rich, huh? Hey, is there a path down there?
Of sorts. Come on. So, how long you figure it'll take us to get to New Devon?
Well, a couple hours. Depends on what or who we bump into along the way.
RPG! Oh, shit! Jesus! You all right? Yeah! Come on! Go to this window! Sam, look out! Move! Jesus! Whoa! Come on, dude! Guys, blowing shit up, don't they? Nathan! Down here! Coming! Really? What gives you that idea? Down here, quick! Don't wait, just go! Nathan! Nathan! Get up, brother. We gotta go. We gotta go! Now! Oh, shit! Shit! Sam! Come on, up here! Climb up the road! We got them! Oh, boy. Got it! You're gonna pay for that! Stop! Great! Come on, come on! What the hell? Run! Quick!
Yikes. I think I missed the jump on that gap there. Whoops. Okay, so I think that's a good time to take a breath there because holy baloney. I don't even frigging know what else to say. Probably already said too much. I'm probably already banned off of the YouTube platform just for saying baloney. Anyways, yeah, not even friggin'. That was freaking badass, let me tell you. Dangling from a rope, nailing guys with an MP5 or whatever the hell automatic weapon I have. That is badass. And there have been a couple sequences in this game that have been like extremely octane, like more so than almost anything I've ever seen in Uncharted before. This is definitely up there. So as much as I've said I've wanted the top to kind of pop off here, we have had glimpses of that, and perhaps this is just the start of it right here. I wasn't really sure where I had to go, but we're climbing up. Remember that we were really in the top level of a watchtower, and so basically Rafe's men, we knew that they were sort of on the case and catching up to us. We observed his boats, his men, his hooligans coming towards us before, you know, a day or so ago. So we kind of knew that he was hot on our tail, but obviously we didn't know just how close he actually was, and now he's right on our ass. He's caught up to us, and that's who's firing at us. They've essentially destroyed the tower, this beautifully intact 200 or whatever 300, 400-year-old tower is now destroyed. And that's why we're dangling, and that's why, you know, we kind of slid down, and let's just try and make it to solid ground at this point. I mean, honestly.
Assholes.
Sam! Come on, up here! I'm great! Come on! What the hell? Run! Quick!
Well, again, obviously I'm misjudging something here.
Sam! Come on, up here! This is nuts! Run! Help me get the goddamn door open! Get the goddamn door open! Keep running! Don't stop! Okay. Shit! Run out!
Holy moly. Let's try it again. I mean, as much as this place might still look intact for the most part, it is old architecture, so, you know, the capacity for it to collapse is still very high, still very large. I've made it, though. Had a couple hiccups along the way. We died about 3 times in total. That has not happened a lot. Oh, shoot.
Kick his ass!
Boy, we are not out of the woods yet. That is for absolute sure. An absolute certainty. Oh, shoot.
Alright, let's try this again.
Now I've been split up from Sam, which definitely complicates things a little bit more for the both of us because we are largely outnumbered. Man, all we were trying to do was get our damn bearings. We weren't even bothering anybody. We hadn't even found the treasure yet. We're just essentially going to be followed to New Devon. It's going to be a fight the entire way now that they've caught up to us. Too bad they caught up to us so early along in our quest to find the treasure. I still think that we're a ways away from it. I don't think it'll be sitting on a silver platter waiting for us inside Henry Avery's house. Oh shit! What?
Okay, wait. Hey, Nadine. Great to see you again. Okay, mango.
What are you on about?
Oh, it's my safe word.
Are you always this
Lol.
Have my moments.
clever? Yes. You and your brother have proven yourselves the more capable treasure hunters on the island. Shame we're not on the same side.
Hey, there's still time.
Trust a Drake. I'm not falling for that again.
Hey, just let's talk. Okay, that was a bit rougher than expected. I'll just see myself out.
After everything, you think I'm just going to let you walk away?
That'd be the wise thing to do. Oh, come on, Nadine, really? We know you're a badass and all, but there's 2 of us.
I don't think my men are on their way here right now. All I have to do is buy some time. Let's see if I don't finish him myself.
God damn it.
I'm tired of this island. I'm tired of your brother. And I'm tired of you.
I know you don't.
Get off!
Do this.
Okay, I was gonna say I don't think Sam is just gonna die at this point in the story. Okay. To be clear, that was not supposed to happen.
Hang in there, Sam. I'm coming. Almost there, Sam.
Nadine!
You're fast, but you're not that fast.
Hey, forget about her. Come on, we gotta get out of here before they... Shit. Whoa, 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 whoa. Everybody just calm down, okay?
Well, this is interesting. Nate? Samuel?
Put your guns down! All of you!
No.
Rafe, this guy's on edge.
Oh, don't worry about him, Nadine. These guys don't kill anyone in cold blood. It's just not their style.
You willing to bet her life on that?
Go ahead, then. Shoot her.
Sam.
I die, you both die.
So be it.
Not another step!
You mean... like this?
Sam, put the gun down.
I warned you.
Do it!
Start!
Hold your fire! Don't shoot! Put it down.
It's done. Okay? It's done.
Wow.
Don't worry, Nadine. It's not their style.
I say, I didn't think he had it in him. Samuel. You okay? I guess you knew this moment was coming, huh?
Hey! Come on, man. You already got us. Take it easy. Come on, now, you're a businessman. Let's just work out a deal.
Oh, a deal. Oh, yeah. Love to hear what you have in mind. Oh, you can go ahead. I'm listening.
Just... Right. You want to find Avery's treasure? We'll help you find it.
And in exchange, I let you live?
Yeah. That and a small cut.
The gauchos on this guy.
Just enough to get him his freedom, okay?
His freedom.
Nathan.
Yeah. He did hard time. Our time. And the guy who broke him out, Hector Alcazar, he owes him a lot of money.
Whoa, what the hell are you talking about, Nate? Hector Alcazar died in a shootout in Argentina like 6 months ago. I'm the one that got Samuel out.
Wait, what?
Oh.
No way.
Wow. What did he tell you? Sam, what kind of story did you cook up? Alcazar? Really? You lied? You lied to your baby brother?
We're wasting time.
Just a second. Thing is, Nate, I never stopped looking for Avery's treasure. I just kept running into these dead ends.
We know that. We know
And
you're
then I hear
obsessed.
that dear old Samuel Drake, an authority on Avery, is alive and somewhat well. There was no breakout. I bribed the prison warden, and your brother, he just waltzed right out the front gate. He spent the last 2 years tracking down a second St. Dismas cross. You know what? He did it all with me.
No.
Oh, yeah?
No, that's bullshit.
Oh. Sam, care to refute?
Nate.
Oh, Sam. Jesus, no.
Listen. Avery's treasure was ours. It was always ours.
I left my light for you.
Yes, exactly. Wow, this is messed up.
Look, Nate, if it's any consolation, he duped me too. He pulled a Houdini on me, he brought you and that old man back into the mix, and I cannot lie, Sam, that really pissed me off. But, all behind us now.
You don't deserve it.
You do? Last I checked, we're all a bunch of thieves digging around where we shouldn't.
Rafe,
What?
one way or another, end it, or I will.
Well, you heard the lady.
Hey, you missed one clue, and you can kiss that treasure goodbye. You said it yourself, keep running into dead ends. Why don't you face it, Rafe? You need us.
Yeah, you're right. You're half right. I just need Sam.
Wait, now you're making a mistake.
Don't listen!
Oh no. See, that's bullcrap. That's bullcrap. I don't like that. We have made more progress in finding this treasure than Rafe and Nadine have in what, like the past 15 years searching for this treasure. And the only reason that they've got this far is because we have led them here. Finally, after all this time, they've gained ground because of us, because they've simply just followed us. I think he's just jealous of how far we've gotten. We've gotten him so close now to the treasure. He figures he can just do it all by himself with Sam. And so he tries to shoot me, and now Sam takes a bullet, but I get pushed off the cliff, and now we get knocked unconscious. Like, we're really taking a beating here. And you know, basically all of the events that occurred, that whole flashback sequence earlier in the game where we controlled Sam and we were escaping from the Panamanian prison, with Hector Alcazar and his men, that was all BS as well. That was all a big lie that Sam told us, just so that he would trigger that sort of emotion in us, so that we would come on this quest and do this with him. Because if he told us that Dork over here, Rafe, was involved from the very beginning, and that Rafe was the one that got him out of jail, obviously we would have wanted to have nothing to do with him. And so this is just completely wrong. This whole thing is wrong. I knew that, ultimately we would run into Nadine and Rafe. That was completely inevitable and expected. I'm not sure that I expected it to happen so soon. That was one hell of a crazy sequence with Nadine. That was one angry woman, let me tell you. Holy moly. Another great action sequence. It was 2-on-1, me and Sam against her, and she still sort of kicked our butts. I don't want to give her too much credit on that hand-to-hand, but we're separated from Sam once again. Now, we're in this mess with Rafe and Nadine, and clearly we're useless to Rafe and Nadine. Apparently, who knew? Like I said, despite making more progress than ever, doesn't make any sense. It's BS. If I'm Nate right now, I'm running the opposite direction, booking it home with Elena, and never stepping foot outside of the United States of America, again. I mean, maybe that's just me then.
Oh my God, Nate! Hey, Nate!
There it is.
Who the hell lives here anyway?
No idea. But this is definitely the address. Been scoping the place out for the past few days. No one's home. And here we are.
Whoa. This place is humongous. Where do we even start?
We start by finding a way in. And then we can take the grand tour.
So we have ourselves another...
This place has an alarm?
Let's try and find a way in that doesn't involve breaking a window.
Another flashback sequence with young Sam and young Nate when they were growing up essentially as orphans. And I think the premise here is to kind of almost show you how Nate was introduced to thievery. You know, Sam is talking about how, you know, he's come across this house, and it's set up where it looks like we're going to be robbing this house. So this is kind of discovering the roots of Nathan's and Sam's urges to be treasure hunters and loot and become, you know, legendary thieves at that, looking for the next sort of best treasure. This is where it all started with Nate. I've talked a lot how I've really enjoyed these sort of background pieces, these flashback pieces to Nate. Growing up, I enjoyed them in Uncharted 3 as well. I'm a fan of this. I'm surprised. I didn't expect them to take the story back to young Sam and young Nate, but I will take it. We saw Elena run up to Nate when he was passed out unconscious in present day, so we kind of know what's up with Nate. At least we know that he's in relatively good hands for now. But that's about all we know. It immediately cut to this next scene. And this is actually chapter 16. So this is actually where we stop. I wanted to go forward just a little bit.
Chilly all of a sudden.
You want your jacket back?
No. Just gotta keep moving.
All right, well, I mean, we already have quite a bit that we need to process here. It's crazy because this entire game I've been rationalizing doing this, going on this adventure for the sake of Sam. You know, the only reason that we've taken Nate out of retirement is because we thought the entire time we were trying to salvage Sam's life, and it's all a lie. Hector Alcazar is not even alive anymore. There was never any Hector Alcazar. Maybe he was Sam's cellmate at this Panamanian jail. Who knows? But it was all a big lie, and that's a huge game changer here in the present day. Again, we're going back in time when we start next time to chapter 16. I really want to play a little bit more, but I like that, you know, we've kept this right to about an hour mark, a very watchable sort of amount of time, and I like that the episode number is matching up with the actual chapter number that we're doing in game. So like this is part 15 and we just did chapter 15. The next one will be part 16. It'll be covering chapter 16. I like that it's sort of balanced out that way. Wow. We definitely unraveled more story than I expected going into that, but I think we're getting into the nitty-gritty here. Typically, I think there's usually between 20 and 30 chapters in an Uncharted game, from what I remember, give or take, yeah, you know, plus or minus. So, you know, our time is short here, and it certainly would not surprise me if we're going to be coming to the climax relatively soon. But thanks for doing this again. Hopefully I'll be able to start getting videos out a little bit more consistently. Once again, sorry, I'm like fidgeting around with the menu here, and it must be super, super annoying. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already with the channel. We are well into our Uncharted 4 series now. I'm already thinking about next title, so you are going to want to be there for that. I think that's all I got for you. I wanted to just mention about the treasures. I don't think I found a single treasure here in this stream today, which is unusual because typically I found at least one. But it was mostly just a bunch of action sequences that we were involved in there anyways. There wasn't really a lot of open-ended exploration that we were doing at any given time during the stream, so that's all right. It hasn't been the focus of this particular series anyway, so we're okay in that department. Wow. That was pretty crazy. That was pretty wild.